Hey guys, this is Dino here, and today we are back with the part 5 of What If Paul Challenged the Battle Frontier. In the last part, we saw Paul and his ghastly training under Frostless before challenging the Kadabra which emerged out of the cerulean cave. In the end, Ghastly was able to evolve into Haunter and managed to draw out a battle with Kadabra, which resulted in both of them fainting, but Paul managed to capture the Kadabra. Today we delve deeper into the story and look at the part 5 of What If Paul Challenged the Battle Frontier. Before we begin this part, the like goal of this part will be 5 likes just like before, and as soon as I can get 5 likes in 3 consecutive videos, I will extend the like goal to 8 likes. Just taking baby steps at a time. I know I'm not that good at narrating, so I'm just learning and getting better by each video, and I hope you guys bear with me. So without further ado, let's begin. Paul arrived at his next battle stop, which was the battle arena. There he found Scott waiting for him along with the frontier brain Greta. Paul greeted them and asked if this is the right time for battle. Greta tells him that he should take a day to prepare for the battle, as the rules here are a bit different. Paul inquires about the said rules, and Greta tells him that this will be a set battle, as in once you send out a Pokemon, you will not be able to switch it. And that goes same for both the Challenger and the Frontier well. It will be a 3-on-3 battle, and the battle will be over once all 3 Pokemon on each side are knocked out. In case of a draw, there will be a tiebreaker round where both will send out a random Pokemon at the same time. Paul agrees to this and goes to the Pokemon Center to heal up and formulate a battle strategy. He he theorizes that it would be best to send out Pokemon which have a type advantage over the other, and arrange them in one after another format. So after much thinking, he decides that he will take a chance with his newly bought Pokemon, which are Combusken, Haunter, and Kadabra. The next day shows up to the battle place and is greeted by Greta once again, and and as she announces the beginning of the start of the battle. To start off, Greta sends out her Heracross as Paul sends out Kadabra. The battle begins as Heracross tries a pin missile attack. However, Kadabra uses confusion to send the pin missiles right back. Heracross powers up and charges with a Mega Horn. However, Kadabra is able to teleport right behind Heracross and uses Shy Shock attack. This causes a lot of damage, but Heracross manages to hold on and connect with a barrage of pin missiles. Kadabra dodges some of them, but some of them hit him, causing super effective damage. However, the level difference is just too much here, and Kadabra is able to overwhelm Heracross with his powerful Psyshock attack, and this time knocking it out for good. Greta next sends out her Umbreon, and Kadabra, as per the rules, is not able to switch. Paul starts off by telling Kadabra to use a move that he had prepared for just in case there was a dark type pitched up against him. This is of course Focus Blast. However, as soon as Kadabra starts to charge up a Focus Blast on Beyond, Greta orders Umbreon to use a Sucker Punch. And Sucker Punch always has the priority when your opponent is trying to attack you. And because of this, Sucker Punch hits first, knocking Kadabra out. Paul is surprised that Kadabra was taken down in one shot, even though it took some damage from the previous battle. He deduces that Umbreon is definitely a high level Pokemon, and he needs to plan out his next move. Surprisingly, Paul decides to go with Haunter next. Greta is of course surprised at this and thinks that Paul is just trying to stall the battle out at this point. However, Paul tells her not to get cocky, as he orders Gengar Haunter to use Toxic. This immediately poisons Umbreon. As Paul smiles, he knows that Umbreon's synchronized ability is not going to work, and because Haunter did not go for the attack, Umbreon's Sucker Punch fails. After this, Gengar stalls out the battle, causing more and more damage to Umbreon with the Toxic. Paul orders Gengar Haunter to use a Venoshock, which deals double the damage because the opponent is poisoned. This however gives Umbreon a chance to connect with a Sucker Punch. However, Haunter is able to hold on and connect with the Venoshock anyways. Followed by this, Hunter disappears to the shadow and connects with a lot of sneak attacks which finally takes down Greta's wall. Greta however is unfazed as she sends out her next Pokemon, her ace, Medicham. Paul knows that both of them have attacks that can super effectively damage each other, so Paul decides to play it safe and go for Toxic once again. However, Medicham dodges and tries to connect with Zen Headbutt. Once again, Haunter disappears into the shadow and is able to connect with a Shadow Ball, but Medicham uses uses a Zen Headbutt to send the Shadow Ball right back, causing major damage to Haunter. She follows this up by a Fire Punch which takes out Haunter. Paul's back is up against the wall as he sends out his final Pokemon, Combusken, making it a fighting type versus fighting type. However, due to her part psychic type, Medicham has a type advantage here. Paul starts off the battle with a new move he taught Combusken, again keeping in mind the type advantage and type coverage. This is of course Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw hits home causing some damage to Medicham. However, Medicham counters this with a Zen Headbutt which sends Combusken flying backwards. Combusken lands on its feet and uses a Blaze Kick which is blocked. Another Fire Punch by Medicham is blocked with a double kick by Blaziken. These two are even in speed, but Medicham seems to have a power advantage as Medicham's attack damage Combusken more than the other way around. Combusken, seeing an opportunity, tries to use Quick Attack to get in close at Medicham and then use a Shadow Claw. However, Medicham senses it and takes a page out of Kadabra's playbook. She stops Combusken in its tracks using Confusion and follows this up by a Zen Headbutt. This causes major damage to Combusken as he falls down, completely exhausted. Paul thinks that this would activate the Blaze just about now, and that would be his last chance. However, Combusken starts to glow, triggering its evolution into Blaziken. Although Combusken gained a massive buff after evolving, Blaziken is still tired and has taken a lot of damage. Paul knows that he cannot rely on Blaze now, as Medicham is still fresh to take some more damage. He needs to play it smart. He orders Blaziken to use its speed to get in on Medicham once again. Medicham, thinking it's the same move, powers up a Zen Headbutt. However, Blaziken uses a Shadow Claw to counter the Zen Headbutt, sending both Pokemon backwards, but this time Blaziken has the power advantage, so this causes major damage to Medicham as well. Greta orders Medicham to use a Fire Punch with Combusken, which Blaziken counters with a double kick. After this, Blaziken connects with a Shadow Claw, which after so many tries finally gets a critical hit, flinching or sending Medicham flying. Medicham is too tired to move as Paul sees his opportunity. He tells Blaziken to use a Blaze Kick, and this is much more powerful than the one Combusken used. The Blaze Kick hits as Medicham is sent flying backwards. Medicham tries to use another Zen Headbutt and Paul once again orders a Blaze Kick. The two moves collide and a huge explosion occurs. At the end, it is seen that Blaziken is standing above Medicham, thus Paul is declared the winner. This gives him the gut symbol, his second symbol of the battle frontier. Paul is happy with this and asks Greta for a rematch once his Pokemon are fully evolved. Greta of course accepts this and shakes hand, giving him the gut symbol. Paul decides that his next stop would be the battle tower as he sets off. Thank you for watching, guys. Ben, sorry for making this a short one, but I just try to cover like one battle per video, so I get to narrate them a bit better and give you guys a better experience. Anyways, the like goal once again is 5 likes. So I hope you guys enjoy this part. Thank you and God bless.